Hey, before we start the show, just wanted to let you know that No Inner Monologue is available on all your favorite podcast providers. And now on YouTube. Don't forget to check us out on social media at No Inner Pod on Instagram and Twitter, and No Inner Monologue on Facebook. Now, enjoy the show. Previously on No Inner Monologue.
Do you have any idea how awkward it is seeing Eric Estrada shirtless every other day?
Why didn't you just take down the poster from your room?
From the 7-ish studios in Mississauga, Ontario, it's the No Inner Monologue podcast.
Hey, welcome to another episode of No Inner Monologue. It is episode 63.
63.
We are... What?
63.
You keep your dirty mouth to yourself. Today's episode is the Fishbowl episode.
Fishbowl.
Fishbowl.
We are
Fishbowl.
back. We are back with another Fishbowl episode. No?
Brought to you
Okay,
by
cool.
Mattel.
Brought to you by Mattel.
You can't do that. That'll get us in trouble.
I know.
So Mattel doesn't make fish bowls. They make dolls and
Barbie
action figures.
and like cars.
Yeah.
Don't they make like the little Hot Wheels? Isn't that them?
Maybe. Yeah, probably. But anyways,
so.
I'm Dwayne Norona. With me here,
I'm Tasha Morrison,
the gravelly voiced.
He's Joey Mangione.
a.k.a.
And-
Clint Eastwood.
And
Go ahead, punk. Make my day.
Yeah,
and
Joe
making
would be a Clint Eastwood type.
Yeah.
Is that a
In
compliment?
Gran Torino only.
I'm an
Gran
angry
Torino.
old man.
Yeah, you're an angry old man.
Get
Okay.
off my lawn. Yeah, that sounds about right.
that's the most on-brand joke words ever. And ruining Filipino tourism for everyone involved.
Yeah.
Introduce yourself,
It's
creepy
me.
Uncle Manny.
It's a me.
It's
Yeah,
a me. I don't
it's a me.
Creepy Uncle Manny.
Hi,
All right.
Manny.
Yeah.
If
So-
you're gonna do an offensive Italian accent, please commit to it.
You're asking Manny to commit to stuff? He has like 4 wives. He's the most committed guy I know. He's like ludicrous with the hoes in every area code. But he doesn't call them hoes because he respects women.
Yeah.
He marries them.
Wow.
He's like if you needed a green card but he went to your home country and married you and it was completely useless.
He's like a Latino Nicolas Cage. Bada bing.
Don't you dare talk terrible of Nicolas Cage.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you.
Get out of this. Get out of this.
Get out of the fucking room.
You're fired.
Bring Val in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring Val in here. Replace me.
We might have to bring Dave to help quote us, but other than that,
We need
you remember Black
That means
Dave.
we'd have to do a Grenada episode, though.
Well, that's cool.
Which I'm excited.
I'd love that.
I can't wait.
Yeah. So okay,
What
so
episode?
a
Davis
Grenada
from
episode.
Grenada.
you heard grenade, didn't you?
Okay,
Like,
I did.
You did.
Because if we were doing a grenade episode, that shit will be the bomb.
oh
go on.
God.
Okay.
Okay.
Can't wait to
And
hear
with
some.
that,
Can we
Okay.
start the fishbowl?
Yeah, we're starting the fishbowl now, so we're just going over the rules. So everyone gets to pick a topic. The fishbowl this week is this month is What's the-
this fishbowl for this episode.
This fishbowl.
This fishbowl is brought to you by.
the news.
the
Stuff
news.
Tash was bought here for, but doesn't do anymore.
Yeah. So if you find anything in the fishbowl that doesn't belong, I got it from the Daily Rash.
At least you're honest about
I
it,
know,
and I commend you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's some
This-
journalistic integrity.
This is how we get Trump as president.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
we're gonna pick a topic from the Daily Rash, and then everyone's
The
gonna get.
Daily Dash.
And then we're gonna give it what 2 to 5 minutes to chat about.
Yeah. We're gonna
Okay.
take. Yeah.
Something like that.
Okay, who's going first? We rock paper scissoring this.
Yeah. Manny loses automatically.
You said scissoring.
I did.
Okay. Rock paper scissors. 1, 2, 3.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm out.
okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'm holding up.
Dwayne gets to
What you
go
couldn't
first.
see was Dash. I went with Rock twice. You always go with the Rock. The only person who makes Rock look worse than Rock is the Rock.
That's true.
That's
That's
true.
what I went with.
was
Trusty
holding up
old
paper.
Rock. It always wins.
You always pick paper, Manny?
I was holding up paper.
Doesn't matter. We can't see you.
You don't have your papers.
Yeah.
Or can you?
Put your pants back on, please. So, Dwayne,
All right.
start us off.
Let's do this out.
Fishbowl.
The fishbowl.
Didn't even bring the fishbowl today.
I know.
No, it's a chip bowl
warrior.
tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Jesus, these things are like notes on their own. Regardless.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a fucking newspaper.
It's a newspaper article,
It's
Manny.
a full, no, it's a full newspaper.
Okay, so Meghan and Harry have requested a life outside the palace. However, the Queen declined. Do you think it's possible for them to live a life outside of the spotlight? They just said they want to live outside the palace, right? Not
Yeah.
live
Out of the spotlight.
spotlight.
Yeah, they.
I mean, one of them's an actress.
Yeah,
The other one's Meghan Markle.
Well, they have. Okay, yeah, but the main story here is that Meghan and Harry want to separate themselves from royal duties, but
Who said duty?
duties, yeah. Like
Listen
kind of
to
like,
her,
do you guys remember Fergie and Prince Andrew? They were part of like the royal family, but they never were, doing like, royal
So,
duties
in other
and
words,
stuff
they
like
don't
that.
want to do the royal duties. They just want to be
A
people.
family, yeah.
Can't you
Well,
just
then
do
drop
both?
that. Shouldn't you have done that before the big royal wedding?
Yeah. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
We want the money.
Yeah.
I mean, look, if you didn't want all of that, maybe not have big, 2 Lifetime movies dedicated to you and fucking magazine things. Also, you know why nobody remembers Prince Andrew?
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew, what?
Yeah. I remember Fergie, but that was only because she had a cool name named
And
after a
let's
amazing
face
soccer
it,
coach.
He's not going to be king, so who really cares?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true too.
All it takes is 5 random accidents.
One really big one.
One really big one. That's why he doesn't want to be in the palace.
Yeah.
All you need is
Oh,
one
he's
really
expecting
big
it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
This
winter's
is some
coming.
Game of Thrones shit.
Guys, with our track history of predicting random shit, we gotta be careful on this one.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. This could be a thing. So, yeah, Manny said it all.
Yeah.
I am Manny.
Yeah,
I have just said the plot.
We are all Manuel
Quick,
Lujan
play him out.
Garcia.
All right. Yeah. Did anybody else want to drop in on that? Wait, Manny?
You know what? I say let them have their life outside the palace. Let them have their own, I mean, if they want to, it depends on what it is. If they want to film like a reality TV show, like when Harry met,
Sally? That's a movie.
so what's her name again?
Megan.
When
When
Harry
Megan-
met, what's her
when
name
Megan
again?
when Megan
you
met
imagine?
when Megan met Harry, right, or something
That
like
all
they want to
takes
film a
place in
reality
Toronto.
TV show like that. Then no, I mean nothing like that. But if they just want to have a simple life, where they want to raise their family outside of the royal, outside of like royal eyes, outside of all the photographers, outside all that stuff, then let them do it.
But the
right? Let them have their
reality
life.
is they can't.
But they'll never really. But
Manny.
they'll never really be able to escape the spotlight.
Yeah.
See, Manny? Manny's all about marriage.
And family values.
That's what Manny loves, his family.
All the families.
Whose family? Nobody knows.
Which family? Nobody knows.
family,
He's
yeah.
got so many.
Manny's, he's like one of those traveling salesmen in like the 50s or whatever that have like 6 different families across the country.
Yeah.
That's why he goes
How
to the
old is
Philippines
he?
so
This dude's
often.
international, though. He doesn't want to go across the country.
All right. Are we done with this one?
Fishbowl.
Fishbowl.
All right, Tash, I think you're
Fishbowl.
next because you came in
I'm
second.
next. Okay.
Round and round it goes. Which one will she get? Well, only she knows because she wrote them all.
Oh, I wrote this long one too. Okay.
She didn't
Tash,
write
you
any
wrote
of this.
them all long.
Yeah.
She didn't write any of these.
So Courtney Cox. Everybody knows Courtney Cox from Friends.
I know Courtney Cox Arquette.
Yeah, Courtney.
from the
yeah.
latter seasons of Friends.
Yeah.
But she's back to Courtney Cox now. She dropped the Arquette.
Yeah, she dropped Arquette. How dare
Best
she?
Arquette there is.
Courtney Cox recently revisited her friend's apartment set.
Oh, I saw this. She did that on Instagram.
Yeah.
Oh.
Not
Should
set.
the show do a revival?
No.
What do you think happened to Joey, Chandler, Monica, Ross, Rachel, and Phoebe now in 2019?
All right,
So-
I'm gonna jump on this real quick. One wasn't the set.
Yeah,
She
whatever.
went to-
Yeah.
No, there's a difference here because she went.
Yeah.
She went to the building that they used to shoot the exteriors out of.
Yeah, okay.
And she said that the rent would be stupid high.
Yeah.
Yep.
And two, as somebody who actually really enjoyed Friends, don't bring it back. It was fine. You're
Yeah,
done. You
I
hit-
think it's
you
done.
hit it. You hit it out of the park when you did it. You're good.
Yeah, you don't need
Yeah.
to revisit. It actually kind of bugs me that that's what it's been lately. That they've just been revisiting old shows for whatever reason. I mean,
Who's watching the Murphy Brown thing? Because I ain't watching that.
I watched the whole season.
Oh,
how was it?
It was good.
Yeah, I'm
It
not
was
saying,
good.
I'm not
But
trying to say
I think
it
you
was
get
a bad
but
idea,
It also,
but
I mean, it also like Murphy Brown coming back now was perfect because it was around back when Reagan
yeah.
Bush time.
yeah,
right?
it
So
sort of fits in that
it
wheelhouse.
fits in
type
the
of
world
thing.
it's
yeah,
in.
so it works. Which I've got no issues with it.
I'm yet to watch Murphy Brown. I remember the old ones though. It was one a really really smart show.
Yeah, I guess. However,
Wow,
okay.
Tash just shot you down there.
Yeah, like I get. I don't know. I'm not into these revival shows. I think Friends is,
I call
it is-
bullshit on that. You watch Arrested Development.
Yeah, but
yeah, it's
but I feel
you
like
and
it's
I
a
are
little bit
both-
different.
yeah.
I call bullshit on that right
He's
now.
calling bullshit on both of us because I actually said it too. Like you and I both love the Arrested
I know.
Development,
I love Arrested
the newer
Development so
seasons
much.
too. But
The last
the
season,
new,
not
the
good.
See,
newest
the
seasons of
difference
Arrested
is- the
Development should be
difference-
called Paycheck.
yeah,
I know, yeah.
But see the difference why personally I like Arrested Development because I felt like the way the original series ended, I kind of wanted a revisiting.
Yeah, I wanted
So
more.
like, I could
But
understand
the thing is,
it.
if you watch the original, though, it
Yeah.
has an ending. It's perfect. It's ending.
Yeah, true.
It had an ending. It didn't abruptly get canceled or something.
You make a fair
Right?
point there.
That's
yeah,
just brought back because all of a sudden people were like, "Oh, I didn't get to watch it, but it was on TV. I
well,
just got
there's
it
the
on
other
DVD."
thing. Yeah, there's the other thing too. It was one of those shows that was sort of way ahead of like the curve, so to speak, in terms of style and all that stuff, right? Because there have been copycats. I can't think of any at the top of my head right now,
Yeah.
unfortunately. But I mean, it was
you
it
don't
was a
think-
wild show, right? It was way and I think that's why it struggled to find an audience when it was originally on air.
But
So
that's
you
not.
don't think that going back to Friends, if let's say all of them sign up and they're gonna do this revival of the show, it's highly unlikely, but let's say it did happen, would you number one watch the show and number two
No.
what would you okay
but
But
the
Manny,
difference.
you never watched the show to begin with.
Yeah, the difference being
Yeah,
you didn't
that
watch the
show's
show beginning.
stupid. I don't care what anyone says.
I know you don't
Friends is a
understand the
stupid
concept
show.
of Friends, but
No, I get you guys all joke about that, but it was a stupid show. It was boring as fuck, and the plot lines were all the same, and it was just like intermingling between each other. It really was a fucked up, stupid show that I don't understand how it got so popular. And I think the people that watch the show now are into it are only into it because of they heard that the show was good. That show sucked. All right,
that show was
those are my 2
sucked.
cents on it.
Yes,
Yes.
that show was sucked.
Wow, what a stance!
Ugh.
Fucking
Must-
hot
No,
take,
it must
bro.
suck.
fucking
You know,
no.
it must be
No,
real
and
suck.
It's not my.
go ahead
Okay.
Continue. Keep
No,
going.
I don't like. Look, you know what? I never liked the show. I always thought it was boring. I hated every one of the characters, every one of them. Like even like Phoebe, especially. Just everything about her. Just.
what's your
All right.
problem with Phoebe?
He fucking hated her.
cannot
That's what it
stand-
was.
I hated her. I hated just the way that Lisa Kudrow's portrayal of this character.
Portrayal.
Yeah, right, whatever.
Portrayed
And just everything. Fucking Ross, what was the name of that dude that always sounded like he had a pickle up his ass?
Well, Lugin.
No. Seriously, what was the name of that dude? He always
Manuel
sounded-
Garcia Lugin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You
All
have
right,
to be
anyways,
better than
moving along.
describing that, considering, like, though I started to stop watching near the tail end of it, which, I'll be honest, I stopped liking it in the later seasons.
Yeah.
And I've been told I'm a psychopath for doing such things, and I'll accept that. But I
I would
still...
choose psychopath for you in different things, but
But yes.
not the friends thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
I don't care.
Either way, I'll accept it. But what I'm trying to say is that I still will enjoy the show, even if, like... But I don't know about revisiting it, because... Are they going to revisit it as, like, a whole new series? And if so, what more is there to tell about these characters?
Yeah.
Right? You've
that's a
spent
good
so
point.
much time with them, right?
10 years? 10
But I think-
seasons?
10 seasons. But the thing
Yeah.
is, there's obviously like some sort of thirst for that kind of stuff. Because one, we're done. But I'm just going to end my point here real quick.
It's great that I got a chance in.
Yeah.
No, go, keep
So,
going.
I know.
Yeah.
I cut you off on it to start off. But I'm just saying,
Yeah.
but like, Roseanne went for a really long time.
Yeah.
They got their show when they came back was the #1 show on TV. And then now Connors has been renewed for a second season.
Well, it's nostalgia factor too, right?
But it's hitting some. But here's the thing: a nostalgia factor is like Murphy Brown. Murphy Brown's probably not coming back. Like that's the consensus being the ratings didn't do too well. It's not going to come back. Will and Grace is probably coming back for a third season. The Connors is the #1 new, quote unquote new, because it's a new cat. Like Roseanne's out.
essentially a new
Yeah.
cast, yeah.
Well, same cast without Roseanne.
Yeah.
But it's the #1 new show on TV. Roseanne was the #1 show on TV last year. So like I get the nostalgia of people coming on and being like, "Oh, this is cool." Like Girl Meets World was kind of hit like a nostalgia thing because of the Boy Meets World thing.
So
Yeah.
essentially, I feel like for nostalgia factor shows,
Yeah.
maybe it works in the sense that their first few episodes hit a huge spike.
Yeah.
But then once that nostalgia factor wears off,
Then it drops.
it drops
Right.
drastically.
Yeah.
Now, a show like The Connors, interestingly enough, because it is on a different take, right? Than say I haven't watched the new Will and Grace. Is it different from the original?
It's exactly the same.
So it's the same show,
yeah. It's the four
Which-
of them doing stuff in
which
2019.
surprises me. Why it surprises me that the show is as successful as it's being, because you're just rehashing old bits.
That's not true though.
Yeah, like again, I haven't really watched
it. May be no, but here's the thing:
Am I crucifying the show without giving it a chance? Is what you're saying?
I don't know. I'm just saying, like, you've got the same characters,
Right.
and you probably have the same story. I don't watch it, so I can't tell you how very different or what it was from the original. But like, I watched the first couple of episodes. I was one of the people who was like, "Let's see what this is like."
Okay.
But I'm assuming you've got a whole new writers' room, and you have probably better material to work with because people are more accepting of gay characters and trans characters.
There's a
or
lot
whatever,
more to
right?
write about because everybody's a lot more socially.
So it's a
Inept.
little more. So it helps it more to be. It helps it making it more of a topical show
Yeah.
Yeah.
than a cutting edge show type of thing.
I think the cast of Friends would be like, the cast of Friends have been very open about like, we're not coming back, we're not doing it.
But I think
because-
they've also said no. Like they've said there's no more to tell with these
Yeah.
characters,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
unless they put a black person in there, because Friends
Yeah,
never
it's-
had one of those.
Aisha Tyler.
Other
That was
than
the only one.
That was it.
Yeah.
That was the one black person in New York.
Yeah.
Come on.
No, they had the one black girl who worked with Ross. That
Oh
was
yeah,
it.
that was Aisha Tyler.
That was
No,
Aisha
that was
Tyler.
another girl.
That was another
stole.
black girl.
She stole his lunch once.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that one.
What?
Okay.
Who was it that stole his sandwich? That wasn't her.
That was. Her.
I don't know if it was her. I think it was a dude.
But she was in that crowd of four.
She was in the room,
Yeah,
right?
She says something. She has a line in it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, Fishbowl.
Yeah.
Fishbowl.
Please.
Maybe I could answer
Wow,
my
Manny's
next
still
question.
here.
Joey, you're next.
You can answer my question because I don't know if my voice can handle this.
Maddie's too
Manny's-
fucking raged out.
Manny's
over
too
that.
raged out over
Phoebe.
I hate Friends. I hate having people. You better not tell people not to watch Friends. Oh, they just mingle with each other. What do you think this fucking podcast is, you moron?
Yeah.
Oh, I got an easy one. Amber Alert: necessity or nuisance?
Oh, that is not. That's super easy. Necessity.
Necessity.
Yeah,
Necessity.
but that raises also the question: why do people think it's a nuisance?
Because they're stupid.
People are entitled and fucking stupid.
That's the reason. Guys, I'll tell you. I'll give you some insight on this. As you guys know, I work in a call center.
He works in a call center.
I do. I work for a cell phone provider and in a call center. Guys, the amount of calls that we get when these Amber Alerts go out is people saying like, "How do I opt out of getting these?" Or "I'm not supposed to be getting these," or "I'm gonna contact the CRTC because you guys are
Serious?
You want to explain what the CRTC is?
Yeah, the Canadian Radio and Telecom Commission, right?
So it's kind of like
basically they're the governing party. They're the governing body that controls us. That regulates the cell phone industry in Canada. But
not just the cell phone industry, like television and media and all that stuff too.
Exactly.
So
and the
basically,
CCTS
they're like,
as well, which they're the ones specific for the cell phone industry.
Yes.
But here's the thing: is that some of these people that call in and they do that, they have a chip on their shoulder. They more or less have a chip on their shoulder, and it's like they're calling to do this as they don't find it as a nuisance. It's more they're looking for a reason to complain about something, right? Yeah. And they heard on the news like, oh, you should be allowed to opt out of this and that. It's like, yo, fuck you, man. It's like do you really like?
Do you say that over the phone to them? Hey, fuck you, man.
Yo, man, fuck you, man.
Yeah, just be like, fuck you, fam. I know you ain't Batman.
Did you just say fuck you, fam? Who are you? Seriously.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you?
You know what I say to you? Fuck you, fam.
But in all seriousness, though, I think it's completely ridiculous because some people will go on this whole rant on social media about how annoyed they are about
Is this Uncle Joe?
No, it's actually not Uncle Joe. He'd be someone who he actually supports it.
Here's the thing.
And he doesn't have a cell phone.
Here's the thing. The whole thing started off was because that one kid, they sent out an Amber Alert at like 11:30 at night. So if you don't know what an Amber Alert is, it's basically a message to whenever a child has been kidnapped or missing. And they sent a message out that said, they basically sent a message at like 11:30 at night saying this kid was missing, and people like lost their shit.
Yeah, they were calling.
I'm trying to sleep here.
Yeah, I remember one tweet, this lady saying, "You woke up my baby," something around those lines.
Which is insane, right? Because you'd think somebody who has a child would understand what's going on.
If your baby was missing, I would be sending out my own Amber Alert, guy. I'd be like, yo, you guys better watch out. There's somebody that took my baby. I gotta find them. Like, it's just a natural reaction as a parent to want to find your child, clearly.
And also,
that's a natural reaction of a well-adjusted human being.
Exactly.
Oh, someone's baby is missing? Let me see if I can help. Let me look around. Maybe this 1 second of me being disturbed. Oh, here's a description. Red car, license plate, whatever. Yeah. Oh, I'm driving. Oh, look, there's the car.
But also, like,
and sorry to interrupt, but the last Amber Alert that happened, there was one that happened. Was it like 2 weeks ago or something like that?
Like 4 PM.
Yeah, and people were complaining about that one, but the Amber Alert actually helped find the child and the man that took the father.
The one that happened at 11 o'clock too. That it helped. I mean, unfortunately, that child
didn't make it.
Didn't
survive the situation, but
they were able to find everybody. It's nuts. It's nuts. People complain about that. It is not. It is if you have the technology is there, use it.
Yes,
if the technology was there, if the technology is there, and they can send you a picture of that kid, go ahead.
Yeah,
wake me up at whatever time. Because the fucking kidnappers do not go out of their way to like work within your 9 to 5 schedule.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so so let me just raise up a point to this. When I was in the States for New York Comic Con, we actually got the exact same type of message, like the Amber Alert type message, but it wasn't an Amber Alert. It was a test of the presidential a test of the presidential nationwide messaging system.
Okay.
Which is sort of a similar thing, isn't it?
And this was at 11 in the morning. So, if you were living in the States and at like 10 at night, you would get an alert, from Trump that says, fuck Mueller, right? How would you feel then?
I would laugh.
But that's an abuse of that system, which is why
Yeah.
he does it on Twitter instead.
Also, that would be
Yeah.
called an orange alert.
Orange. Oh. Orange, orange, orange.
But yeah, like,
All right, we finish on a high note.
Yeah.
yeah,
I didn't, but okay.
Yeah.
that wasn't that high, but
All right.
yeah.
Okay, so Manny, it's your turn.
All right,
Yeah.
Tasha's gonna
Tasha's
pick
gonna
for you,
read it
Manny,
for you
and read
because-
for you. So we'll let you put in your 2 cents right away.
Unless it's
this
about
one's a
friends
good
again.
one. No. Okay, so Manny, what is your perfect ending to Avengers Endgame?
A happy ending.
All right,
You're
cool.
gross.
And we're done.
You're gross, and we're done here.
You know what? Perfect ending to me. It would actually. I would actually like to see new superheroes come in, or if
How
they
many more
really, really
superheroes
want-
do you need in this movie?
No.
I want Howard the
If-
Duck
no,
to
no,
be
no,
the fucking
no, no.
hero
If they
of
really
the
want to
entire
just
thing.
throw in a shock, actually end it with the Fantastic Four fixing everything.
What's your hard on with the Fantastic Four?
I actually like the Fantastic
I'm
Four,
not saying
too.
I've got no problems with the Fantastic Four, but he has mentioned to me many a times how much he likes them.
Yeah.
So what's your deal,
I
bro?
don't know. I've always liked the Fantastic Four. They
It's the
it's such a
same
unique-
4 characters all the time dealing with each other over and over again.
And then they
That's
started
my
a
next,
podcast.
okay, my next question
Mrs.
to you.
Mrs. Fantastic, such a jerk, and that
Yeah.
one that sounds like a pickle up his ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
Would that be
wait.
Doctor Doom?
yeah.
I have to ask though, who plays Johnny Storm?
I
Michael
don't
B.
know,
Jordan.
but whoever it is, he'll be big on the next movie.
I don't know, man. That Michael B. Jordan version just was a
You know
bomb.
what's really funny?
The
There's not. I don't even think there's enough actors left. I'm trying to think of an actor that's left
that
that's
could
not
play
in a
Johnny
Marvel-
Storm.
yeah.
Fuck it, just get Chris
Army-
Evans to do it again.
Army
What's
Hammer.
the fucking difference?
Army Hammer.
Army
Actually, that would
Hammer.
work.
That
Army Hammer would be
That's
good.
a good one.
Okay, who plays Sue Storm?
He can even do Mr. Fantastic.
Nah, he doesn't.
No.
He's not old enough.
He
He's
doesn't
not
have the
old enough.
reach.
He doesn't have the reach. You know
No,
what though? The guy
Army
who
Hammer might be too old.
the guy
though.
who played his twin in the Facebook movie. He would be a good one.
Winklevoss.
Winklevosses. Winkleby?
Yeah, Winkleby. Yeah.
Winklevi?
Sue Storm?
Yeah, who'd you cast for that?
That would be a blonde actress
Yeah.
by the name of. She has to be kind of. Oh, no, she's not that much older. Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
weird like May December thing, right?
That's
with
a
Reed
thing.
and
You know
Not
the girl from
essentially,
fighting with
nah,
my
she's too,
family.
nah, she's too British.
Too
What
young.
do you mean she's
Too young, too British.
Yeah, like Army Hammer's even too old to be Johnny Storm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Realistically.
true. Oh yeah, because they have to be brother and sister, right?
Yeah,
Anyways, okay, back
So
to
that's not
Avengers.
important,
We're
but
like
back-
going way off topic. Back
we're
to
talking, about,
Avengers.
we're talking about Fantastic Four.
I
all
like
of a
the
sudden.
ending that's floating around on the internet.
What is
What's
that?
that?
Is that Ant-Man goes up Thanos' ass and then just becomes and then
Becomes a giant.
becomes a giant.
Why didn't he do that in the first place?
He was in
Because
the
he
other
was-
world.
he
He
was
wasn't
in-
in the first movie. He was doing his own movie.
No, he was in. He was in.
He's in jail.
He was on house arrest. I almost
Yeah.
lost like my wording there.
He was not on house arrest. He was
He
in his
couldn't
own
have
movie.
been in the quantum realm.
Yes, he
I thought-
was.
No, he couldn't have.
No, he wasn't.
He couldn't have been in the quantum realm.
Actually, he wasn't because he was stuck in the quantum realm
When the
after
snap
the
happened.
snap.
after
yeah.
the snap, right?
Yeah.
So he's in the quantum realm during the first movie.
Like during the actual
Yeah.
snap.
So
Yeah.
he's in the quantum realm during the first movie.
I don't know.
Oh
We're gonna
my
have to check
God.
our facts on that. But
I
what
like
is
how
the
there's this
perfect
giant
ending?
War going on in Wakanda. Giant war going on in Wakanda, but and there's no information on it to anyone else in the world.
Dude, there's wars going on everywhere. There's no information on
I know.
it anywhere else in the world in the real life.
Wow,
Like
Joe just
how are
hit,
you surprised?
Joe just hit Manny with like
Truth.
yeah, like truth. Like it knocked me over. That's how
this
bad.
ending. I don't like this ending to Avengers Endgame. The reality that is, the world. Okay,
Yeah, we
Guys,
live
this
in a
is
shit world, bro. I'm
Christmas.
sorry to tell you this, but
fuck, man.
Can you
Robert
imagine?
Downey Jr.
That would
just
be the
sits
ending?
Down on
What?
Robert Downey Jr. just sits down on a black backdrop and just lectures the people for 15 minutes about wars going around the world.
That's
You
how
don't hear
it
about
ends.
That's what I was saying. Because this is Christmas.
No, they sing like a Christmas carol right at the end of it. Everybody.
Yeah.
The end of the movie is just them
Tash,
all.
what's your?
Okay, go.
Okay. Sorry. The end of the movie for me, I like all like the kind of everybody's like getting together, kind of like figuring it out. I've been thinking about it a lot. Cause
Busy are you?
busy. Yeah. I've been like writing shit
What
down.
do you do at work? Seriously.
Yeah, no, but I've been discussing it because people come and talk to me because they know like I love comic books and
so
I love.
nobody works at your work.
Yeah,
You're just
nobody
talking
works.
about
Everybody,
Avengers.
yeah, everybody's just chilling.
That's amazing.
Um,
I fucked up in life.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got it.
You were too busy working with steel. You should have been working with wood.
I fucked up, bro.
I
Fucked up.
So I would say that the ending, I think that obviously at least 3 to 4 of them are going to die. I don't want to say who because
Chris Evans and
yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely for sure. With both of them. But I know I'm going to be emotionally involved in that 3.5 hour movie. So I have to bring tissues. I will cry. Like, because
We're in
I
a
can't.
diaper 3.5 hours.
Yeah, 3.5. Yeah.
fucking jokers in your 3.5 hours. In Bollywood, we call that a 15-minute movie.
That's a short movie in
Yeah.
Hollywood, bro.
That's a fucking short film.
Student.
You just working with your little student films. Over
That's
here.
a student film in
Yeah.
Bollywood.
And no music. What the fuck?
No music.
Oh my god, that's how it ends. Just like 40-Year-Old Virgin. A gigantic dance number.
It's the age of Aquarius.
It's the age of Ultron.
The
Age of Ultron.
No, what other like
Thanos has a 10-minute tap sequence.
It would be a snap sequence.
I know. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. That's how it's
We'll
going
move
to
on
end.
to the next
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
I thought I saw Josh Brolin's Instagram him taking dance lessons, so I'm excited now.
Yeah.
How's it going, everyone? Jesus here, aka Tyrant Dominus, the host of the Convoluted Podcast, where I get a chance to talk with people from around the world and from my own backyard about the things they love, careers they have, hobbies they enjoy, projects they're working on, and along the way, they tell us some wacky stories, and we get to play some games. Join us on the Convoluted Podcast, everywhere podcasts can be found.
Okay.
No,
Fishbowl.
Ryan
Fishbowl.
Reynolds comes in as Ryan
Fishbowl.
Reynolds and beats Thanos. Because he can't die.
He's like, Joe's still going on with his theories. It's done, bro. It's done.
Oh, I thought I picked
Fishbowl.
up. This thing is so big, I thought I picked up 2. The former inmate Kim Kardashian's sponsored finally found an apartment. Is this a good deed or a publicity stunt?
Both.
I never even heard
I
about
don't
this.
give a fuck because if she's getting innocent people out of jail, good for her.
Is this person
Good.
actually innocent?
Yeah.
Well, then, good job, Kim. You did something
Yeah.
other than get famous for having sex with that dude.
Again, wasn't famous for that, but cool.
Yeah.
Not
don't
that
know.
dude, the other dude.
I don't know about this one because
Because
Why does it
it's the
bother
thing.
you?
You hate the Kardashians, and it affects everything you do, and
I
you
know,
can't think
yeah.
clearly about them.
yeah, it's absolutely true.
I mean,
Yeah, if Lamar Odom snorted coke and killed somebody and was just like in a completely different country, you'd be like, Chloe's a bitch.
yeah.
yeah, you
I'd be that-
because they hurt your Lamar.
But I respect, out of all of them, I respect Kris Jenner because she is a monster when it comes to that publicity, everything, managing people. Like, she is a monster.
Out of all of them, I respect Kim because I've seen her naked.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
It's the age of...
Happiness and understanding.
I know. Manny,
I
do
miss
you,
Kanye.
you miss Kanye?
That's all I gotta say.
Have you seen the
That's all I
Sunday
gotta say. I
services?
miss
They're
old Kanye.
amazing.
I know, yeah.
Yeah, man.
That's all I gotta say.
You miss
miss old
Kanye.
Kanye.
When Kanye was big, you were like, Kanye is an asshole. Don't even start with, I miss Kanye, you fucking
No,
hipster.
I know, but his music was great. Now you just see him, and he's just a shell of his former self.
Have you watched any of the Sunday service stuff?
No, I have not.
Yeah.
Well, tell everybody about what Sunday service.
I will say I did like his last bit of stuff, but I also will say that I do like his older stuff a lot more.
Everybody likes Kanye's
Yeah.
older stuff now.
Yeah.
When Kanye was out with his old, I mean, outside of Gold Digger,
Yeah.
right? Like outside of Gold Digger, everyone loved a Gold Digger. And
Yeah.
then, but like all the old stuff, even back then, everyone acts as if Kanye wasn't a douche before.
No, he's been a jerk his entire career.
Yeah.
There's no denying
All of a
this.
sudden, everyone's just like, "Oh, he's a douche now." I'm like,
It was just hidden a lot better when his mom was around. That's what it
Exactly.
was. Because his mom was like, no, Kanye.
Yeah.
Behave yourself, boy.
But he's doing this thing
And
called
such.
Sunday service now, which is like every Sunday he gets like a. Does he stream it? Like he live
Yeah,
streams it.
he live streamed.
Oh,
And
okay.
He gets like a choir, and they all sing, and he like does some music with them, and then he gets like other celebrities to come in and maybe join in, or rappers or what, and hip hop artists and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's cool.
Yeah.
I just wish he didn't use so much fucking blue light.
I know.
Sorry.
It's just this weird blue light that goes through it. It's fucking painful on the eyes.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Really?
but it sounds amazing because that gospel choir
Yeah.
sounds amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
He's still an awesome producer. You can tell in the stuff that he puts together. Even that stupid doopity doop shit that he did. Like the music, the sound, the
Whoopity
background. was
boopity poop.
Yeah.
Scoop de poop de poop.
See? You
Yeah.
you remember it.
Yeah. You're a real fan.
It's the only Kanye song I can sing.
So one of the deep cuts. But going back to the original thing. If Kim's using her fame and connection to Donald Trump to get people who are supposedly innocent out of jail, how do you care how did they get out?
Yeah, man. I mean, that's probably the best thing.
Right.
That's I would say the best use of her fame and celebrity.
You're getting very Amber Alerty with this.
Yeah. Very Amber Alerty.
He's got you there, bro.
You're gonna call Manuel's work and start yelling at him.
Yeah.
Can we call you work and yell at you?
I was sure.
Okay. Anyways,
consent.
I know it's consent. Yeah, we got consent. Okay. I just did Fishbowl. I just picked it out while you guys were talking.
Yeah, okay.
So
Fishbowl.
Oh shit. This is gonna get heated.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna say two words. Jussie Smollett
Guilty.
has all the charges dropped.
Guilty.
Fuck that guy.
Now that his story has turned into a fiasco, is he guilty or he's innocent?
Guilty.
Of course he's guilty. He's 100% guilty. Fuck him.
I'm fucking
Thanks. Good response.
Yeah.
Real nuanced.
All right, seriously though, Tash,
real adult.
what do you think of this entire
This is
situation?
your question, so
Yeah.
you go with it.
Okay. Being a fan of his show Empire, watching him on Instagram, I remember that specific day that all this stuff happened. He was coming back he's coming to Chicago, and everything seemed fine. He's a person that likes to share his life online. He's like one of those people that, is in bed and is, Instagram living.
Sorry to interrupt you. Manny, what are you doing?
Are you eating a child?
Yes. Are you shaving again?
No, what are you guys talking about?
Okay, that's just interference then.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
So, as I've said on previous casts, I think that there's a difference between the story that he's telling and the truth. That I will agree.
I think that's called a lie.
I know, yeah. He must be mixed up, but I just want to, I think he's innocent because I definitely think that the police is responsible for something, because why is it that they went on, why is the police chief going on and saying, oh, this, they wrote him a check, Jussie wrote a check for $3,500 to pay these guys. Then the big joke was, which I love Charles Barkley for this. If anybody watch Inside NBA, it's the best thing ever. He goes, why is this guy writing checks? If you're going to pull off a stunt like this, why would you write a check?
Because a check is secrets.
Yeah.
If you watched SNL in the last month,
I
you
know.
heard this.
Yeah, a check is secret.
The best.
So But now they're saying that, you know, the police, that was incorrect. He actually did write that check for training or whatever. There's just a lot of inconsistencies from what the police is saying to what he's saying. Now the brothers don't even want anything to do with it, and they didn't. Yeah, like it's just.
Whoa, she's bringing in the brothers on this.
Yeah, the brothers.
No. They were actually two guys who are brothers.
No, I know that. That's what I'm saying.
But, so everything just. Or did you just?
What are you eating?
What are you doing, bro?
Who?
You, Manuel. We're hearing all kinds of grunting,
Yeah,
and, like,
we're hearing like a cheetah eating a little zebra baby.
panting. What is going on there?
Nothing, guys. Jeez.
Anyways,
Put your pants back on, please.
I know.
I
God.
don't know what that has to do with him eating the crunchiest of crunchy rolls.
I know. Yeah. Anyways,
You know he likes to
So-
eat with his pants off.
It's true.
so all in all, I think he's guilty. I mean, I think he's innocent.
You don't even know. You don't even know.
Here's the thing: all this inconsistency stuff you're talking about is true.
Yeah.
But it's also inconsistent at the end. They're like, "Oh yeah, so he's been charged with 16 charges.
Yeah.
He would have only, if he was innocent, if he was guilty, he would only have to do community service. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then they're like, he already did it. No, he didn't.
didn't. Yeah.
And we're gonna keep the $10,000 bail.
Yeah, and then there was something today. Now
Yeah.
the city, actually today, like a couple of minutes ago, I got a report because TMZ sends it to me directly. That the city of Chicago is now going to sue Jussie.
Yeah.
For
Waste of services.
the waste of
And
services.
it's going to be a civil case so that none of this like
Charges business can be dropped.
yeah, well no, it'll be dropped, but the thing is he'll have to pay it. Like
Regardless,
with a civil case, you don't need a full jury. Like you don't
Yeah.
need all 12 people. As long as like you get one count, you have to pay the whole thing. So
Yeah, so
Exactly. Yeah. So,
I don't know. It's
well,
a
he
sketch-
has the money.
it's a weird, sketchy situation, and he has
not
his
anymore.
freedom.
It's been weird on Empire too. Like I watch it every week. Like,
Without him?
religious. Yeah. No, he's on there.
he's still on there.
Yeah, but the thing is,
He's
they
still
have
there.
these
He's just
like,
not a main character. He's not a main story anymore. So they like drop him
Okay.
to the back.
Wow.
Yeah, but he's on there, and you know, it's just like he's doing like weird stuff. Like he's singing a song, and he's like crying on the song, and you're like, okay,
You know
And
why?
it just makes you feel awkward.
Does it make you feel like your emotions are up, down, up, down?
Up, down, up, down, yeah. You're so beautiful. Yeah,
Jesse's gonna fucking charge us for that.
I know,
now.
yeah, exactly.
Do you remember what Chris Rock
We're
said about him?
broke. Yeah, oh my god.
Chris Rock.
What did Chris Rock say?
So they had the NCAA awards, and Chris Rock was the host, and they told him, "You're not allowed to talk about Jesse Smollett," and he's like, "Fuck it." He's just like, "I'm not allowed." It's like the things I'm not allowed to talk about. But what a waste of light skin.
I know,
He's like,
yeah.
if that was me, I'd be a superstar. If I had that kind of skin, I'd be a superstar right now. He's like, we're just gonna call you Jesse. You don't even get a right to call yourself Jussie anymore.
Yeah.
We're taking it back to you.
What made me laugh so hard was Trevor Noah is in the front and he's dying. He's dying. Like he can't stop laughing because it's the truth. Like it is a waste. It is.
That dude is so fucking talented.
I know that he doesn't, and that's why I feel that he's innocent because you have so
Yes.
much talent. You can sing, write
I'm sorry.
songs,
is with
I'm
dance.
sorry.
and
What
talent?
is it exactly? What is it with you and talented people that you automatically assume they're innocent?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like fuck.
Talent means your talent in your mind. Talent just can't. They can't be fucktards.
Yeah, yeah, they can't.
If Manny was talented, you'd love the shit out of him.
Hey,
Manny's
I'm
got a talent.
multi-talented.
He's
Give me a
talented
break.
at annoying us.
Wait, he said something. What did you say, Manny?
I'm multi-talented.
Okay,
At
on to the
annoying
next
us.
one.
On to the next one. On to the next one.
Yeah.
Done, and I'm on to the next one. Sorry,
Oh,
I don't
Said
know
it.
what song that
You
was.
went in a different song. But I like
That's
it. I like
that's
it.
Foo Fighters though.
Went with a white song.
Aw.
We're gonna have to edit that one out.
I love Foo Fighters.
Yeah, I know it's good.
I'm the median between you two.
Yeah.
That you are.
Fishbowl.
Will Smith has a new bucket list show doing crazy stunts for no apparent reasons. Name one item that is on your bucket list. Oh. I never
What
thought
a
of my
segue.
bucket list. Oh, this depresses me.
Because this is Christmas. Sorry. I don't know why that's my go-to
I want to put out
song.
a Christmas album with you guys.
Oh, yeah. You want to do a Christmas album with us?
We'll do a Christmas album.
Yeah.
About this bucket list show thing, though, I watched the one where he does stand up,
Yeah.
and Chappelle sort of gives him like the tips and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
His set is actually pretty funny.
Really?
It's actually really good. It's on
You
YouTube.
would think that a guy like that would not even flinch to even going up in front of people.
But that wasn't the
And
issue,
he's-
though. It was like he wasn't really a comedian to begin with, right? He
Yeah.
was the musician.
Yeah.
And then because I think he got lucky, just a lucky meeting with fucking Quincy Jones to be the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
And then, his movie
How did
career
he
and all
become
that
the
stuff.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Don't
Can
sing
you
the
guys tell me
song.
the story?
He met Quincy Jones, and Quincy Jones was
Yeah.
making a TV show, and so
I'm
he
trying
went up to him
set
and
you
said,
up for
Ruined it for him.
Did
That's
you
so
want us?
funny.
Did you want us to sing the intro to the song, Manny? Is that what you wanted?
Yes, kind of. Kind of.
We don't have the rights to it.
West Philadelphia, born and raised.
I'll let
I play
Tash do
down.
this.
No, I don't
No,
want to do
you're
it.
done.
I don't want to do the rest of it.
You're done.
I'm tired. But also, I mean, I've watched the show. I think I watched one episode where he put himself. It was like in this freezing cold, like ice.
"What is the name of his
Bucket.
show? I haven't actually. I know it's a Facebook.
Will Smith
It's a Facebook Watch show, right?
bucket.
Yeah.
list. I don't know.
Or something like that.
It's it's on Facebook Watch.
He does like a different thing every week.
Yeah.
Do we get Facebook Watch in Canada?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
we do. I watched
shared
something.
it. I think I shared the stand-up thing.
I'm not
On
I'm
Facebook.
Not big on the Facebook.
But what's on
But
your
I-
bucket list, Joe? Like,
Mine. Oh,
oh, okay, fine, Manny.
Let
you
Manny
answer.
do it. I haven't really thought of this.
It's called Will Smith's bucket list. You're right.
Yeah.
I want to be. We talked about it last week in our. I want to be the villain in a Mexican soap opera.
You're the villain in our podcast.
Yeah.
If that makes you feel any better.
A little bit, actually.
There you go. We can do it in Spanish one day, and then or we could poke one of your eyes out. And you could just wear an eye patch.
Eye patch, yeah.
We can kick him in that in the face.
Okay, that one's not feedback.
I
That
know.
was you.
That was you, yeah.
Don't you still have an eye patch at your house, Twen?
I do.
Yeah, so we
Yes.
could use it.
No.
No.
Computer says
Okay.
We gotta make it. We gotta make it legal.
Yeah.
We gotta punch his eye
Consuelo
out.
says no.
Yeah.
No.
So what's on your bucket
What's in
list?
your-
Sorry, Manny. What's on? So your bucket list is you want to be on a Mexican soap opera. What's on your bucket list, Dwayne?
I never really thought about it. There's a few places I'd like to go on my bucket list, but that's travel stuff. For the most ridiculous, somebody asked me this once in a like one of those investment things that you're doing, and this thought came into my head, and I was like, yes, this is what I would want to be. I want to be for one day a wrestler's manager.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
I want to be a professional wrestling manager.
You want to
Not
be Paul Bear?
Who would you?
Paul Bear,
Yeah.
Paul Heyman,
Yeah.
Hell,
Jimmy Hart?
I'll even be Sonny. It doesn't matter.
What about Mr. Miyagi? I mean, sorry, Mr. Fuji.
Mr. Fuji. Oh my God.
Did you just call Mr. Fuji Mr. Miyagi?
Yeah, he did. That's why I'm dying over here.
Oh my God.
Mr. Miyagi.
Miyagi.
Are you
Okay.
crazy?
I mean, you'd still have to go through all the work that a regular wrestler does,
Yeah.
but not get as much recognition. That is
Yeah.
my bucket list.
Yeah. On my bucket list, well, I've told you, like, I've done this before, but apparently I forget what country. They have actual Jedi, like real life Jedi training.
The U.S.
Like it's in like I want to say it's like Finland or something.
Tatooine?
It's on Tatooine.
Tatooine.
Yeah. But I would love to have like a private trainer to kind of teach me and like do like a Jedi training and like.
You've already
almost-
kind of done it.
So you
though.
want?
I know I did do
so get
it,
Sean
but
Bean.
sorry.
So get Sean Bean.
Yeah, I guess.
Sean Bean wasn't in Star Wars, dude.
Also, whatever he was in, he died.
Oh, sorry. Liam Neeson.
Yeah. So
Sean
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 Bean.
Bean and
Yeah,
Liam
I was
Neeson
like-
confused?
Why wouldn't you get fucking Ewan McGregor? He's Obi-Wan Kenobi. If you're gonna be trained by
Fun
any
fact about
Ray
Fun
Park.
fact
I
about-
would
about
love
his
for
work.
Ray Park to teach me.
Wait, what? Sorry, what was the fun fact you were gonna tell us? I'm gonna regret asking that question.
Yeah.
that Obi-Wan's brother. He's an Air Force pilot, and his code name is Obi-2.
That's not a
So
fun
Ian
fact. That's
McGregor's
upsetting.
brother.
That's kind of. How is that upsetting?
It came from Manuel.
Anyway.
That's what she said.
I would definitely Ray Park, who plays Darth Maul. I would love to get some sort of like sword type of training from him.
To be honest, to go off of that, actually, I thought about it, and I've always wanted to try fencing as a kid.
Yeah,
I've done fencing.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I've done fencing.
Have
Fencing
you?
is fun.
Try what?
fencing.
Sorry.
Do you know what
that's
fencing
fun.
is?
He's thinking about robbing stuff.
Jumping somebody's fence and then stealing shit out of their house?
I've gone fencing. Dwayne saw me fence.
Okay.
You've jumped over someone's fence and stole shit out of their house?
That's called robbery.
Yo, motherfucker, you've seen me. Do I look like I can jump over a fence?
I've also seen pictures of you when you were 15, so yes, you did once.
Okay.
That's right. Kathleen Turner just told you all.
I know, yeah. Welcome.
Okay.
When Serial Mom 2?
Wow, that was a deep cut. That was a deep cut. Okay, we got 10 minutes left, so we got the last one. And that's going to be this one. Joey, we're going to let you read it because apparently it's 70,000 words.
Oh my god.
Please let it
No,
be the
that's an
Cardi
old
B
one.
thing. Please let it be the Cardi B thing.
No. Oh, we only have 10 minutes left? Okay.
Nicolas Cage files for annulment 4 days after marrying his girlfriend, Erica Keoki.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage cited Keoki's criminal history as one of the factors fueling his decision, since Keoki didn't disclose to him the full nature and extent of her relationship with another person. Drunk night in Vegas or honest mistake?
He has been dating this girl for like 2 years.
Yeah. Nikki, what is going
Been
on?
dating her for like 2 years. They went and got married over like over a drunken weekend in Vegas, and then all of a sudden he's like, "She's a criminal."
Yeah.
That is the most Nick Cage story I've ever heard.
It is. We've been holding on to this one for a very long time. Like, we've been, okay, when the story first got, like, I first got a notification, I was like, oh my god, I have to post this on the group chat.
You shared it with us instantly.
Like,
No, that was
I don't
me.
even, yeah.
was that you?
Yeah.
I thought it was her.
Yeah, like, but I saw it and I was like, no, I shared the first one. You shared the
when he
second
got married.
one.
When he got married.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Oh
when
my
I got married.
goodness.
But then when
He got divorced 4 days later.
Dwight was like, first one I was like, oh man, he was the first one who said that. I was mad. I was mad at myself.
Of course you were mad at yourself. This is the most Nick Cage. This podcast loves Nick Cage.
I know.
And not loves Nick Cage in a way that we would be with him for 2 years and then lie to him about our criminal past.
Never.
We would never, Nick.
Nick, we would tell you right off the bat.
From Kathleen Turner herself.
That is the most. I mean, what would make that story more
It's
Nick
harsh
Cage?
cackle. I love it.
The only way that story could be more Nick Cage is
Jim Carrey was involved.
if he fought his son
I know, yeah.
to marry her, or if he says that he can't marry her because he has to protect Krypton. Like,
Do you know about what's going on, like, about her criminal charges? Like, she has,
no, what
like,
did she do?
like, assault against her neighbor. Apparently, she punched her neighbor in the face.
How does Nick not know this?
Yeah,
I feel like
a
that's
lot of
something you
assault,
talk
a
about
lot
at
of,
some
like,
point.
yeah, a lot of assault, a lot of DUIs.
Again, I feel like this is things
I
you
feel
learn.
like he was part of the.
She had to go to rehab for these DUIs.
Again, I feel like these are things you
feel
would
this
learn
is a-
about a person
I feel like
before
this is
you
a
married them.
prerequisite to marry Nick Cage.
It's a prerequisite.
A prerequisite to marry Nick
He's like, imagine like he does like interviews. He's like, hello,
Hi.
do you have? Yeah, hello. Do you like
Face off.
Yeah.
I want his face off. I want his face
Yeah.
off. I just love how.
It's like, hello, do you like
That was-
bees?
No, not the bees. Not the bees. I'm allergic.
Yeah. So do you think it was an honest mistake? Like how do you get
No.
married for 4 days?
How do you not know about a person after
Actually, if you're
2
gonna-
years?
If you're gonna ask anybody this question, it has to be Manny. How do you get married to somebody after 4 days, Manny?
Carefully.
Carefully.
So how is your wife in the
You do the
Philippines?
20 spot check.
20 spot check.
Here's what I want to know. Like, so okay, he married this girl,
Yeah.
right? They were both drunk. He married this girl, and then what happened? Like
Near Nick Cage.
after they got married,
They had a fight outside.
and she's like, "Oh yeah, and I had a DUI, and I had another DUI." And
I don't know what happened in between. Like,
Sucks to be you.
yeah, I don't know what happened in between that time that they got married and like the fight.
Nick sobered up.
Yeah, but Nick is claiming that he was very inebriated and he made
Yeah, he married someone who beats up her neighbor. Apparently.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's apparently the most outrageous thing in Nick Cage's life. A wife who has beat up a neighbor. That's it. That's good job there, Nick Cage. That's the craziest thing in your fucking life. It's not your mausoleum that you're building or your shitty movies or God knows what else you've been up to, right? Or like your crazy shit. No, my fucking wife has had a DUI.
Oh, Manny.
okay, so I have to be corrected here. They haven't been dating for 2 years. They've been dating for a year.
But still,
Yeah.
still after a year, these are still things you might learn about a person.
Yeah. I didn't even know that he wasn't married. I thought he was married to the other
Asian girl, the
yeah.
one with the kid. He had the kid
Yeah,
with.
the one with Kal-El.
Yeah, but apparently they broke up in 2016.
What?
Yeah, her planet exploded.
Poor Kal-El's from a broken home.
Oh man. Oh man. Like I don't even when I saw that I was like I don't even know what to say. Like Nick, man, what's going on, bro? Like I don't know.
But imagine, like, you think he's always had this in his
and get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's always had this in his back pocket, like the whole time he's been dating her.
Maybe. You never know.
In the off chance that I get really, I get really drunk
Yeah.
and I marry her, that I can just pull out the whole
So you're telling me
It's like his ace in the hole?
Yeah. What, sorry,
you're telling
Manny?
me Nick Cage has a little bin that he, in case of nuptials, break open.
Yeah, he has a dossier.
Yeah, he has a dossier open.
Yeah.
He takes a dossier out
In
on
ca-
all his women.
In
Manny's
case,
taking notes because, like, shit, that's a pretty good idea.
So just so it rhymes. In case of too much Cavassier, break open the dossier.
And on that note,
Yeah. On that note.
we gotta end it
Killing
on
it with
that.
the finishers.
Yeah, I think that's it.
But
You can't top
no,
that.
Like I don't even
I
want to
got
say
nothing.
anything.
Okay, so that's it for this week. Next week we have something kind of interesting next week, but we're not gonna
save it
say
for then.
we're not gonna say anything because it's weird.
Yeah, we'll fill you guys in.
All right, so for Dwayne Norona,
Tasha Morrison.
Joey Mangione.
Maddie.
we will see you next week. Do not choose combo number 5.